Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn and welcome to Artistry in Cards. Today we are going back to one of my favorites. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love the WaffleFlower, the postage stamps. I don't know, there's something about it. It is truly one of my favorites. And so I think we are most definitely heading back here today. So welcome. Let's get crafting, everyone. All right, we are old school cuddlebugging this thing. Love this thing. I think I might actually cut a couple of these out. As this is one of my favorite sets, I like cutting a couple of them out, especially if I've got the machine out. I figure it is way worth it. So let me go ahead. I'm going to cut a couple of these out and I'll be right back. Too funny. So the best part is I spent all that time trying to be very like, oh, we're going to get this all in the garbage and I'm going to poke all these holes. So when I come back, they're all perfect. And 90% of it ended up on my floor anyway. So such is the fun of card making. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get some stamps and let's get designing some. All right. Just put this down behind it, just make sure. Just go ahead and we'll get some. Super cute. I've had these for like ever. I don't even remember where I got them even anymore. I personally have a garden working next to my office. Super cute. And I inherited a ton of plants from my mom back in the day. And I love them. They keep my office so happy. So I thought, let's just make a card filled with happy plants. They're all a little tall. Those are super cute. Okay, so I need one more, because then I'll put something else down there. Trying to do all different ones. Then we're going to do a cool little brick background, I think. Oh, no! Shoot. It's close. It's close. We'll make it work. Bummer. I think once I put the other stuff on there, I think it'll be okay, though. All right. Bummer. Right at the end, right? Isn't that always the way it is? And up here, I think we're going to put a... Congrats on my plants, right? I don't know. Maybe it didn't need a sentiment, but that's all right. Although I will say, I mean, there have been plenty of times for a long time in my life, I could never. What? Did I lose my? Oh, I didn't. Okay. For a long time in my life, I never ever, ever could keep plants alive. Ever. Ever. So I'm so excited that now I have been able to. So I guess maybe that's why I'm congratulating myself here, right? Or whomever is getting these stamps. Congratulations on keeping them alive. Yeah, I love it when I dig through my pile of stamps and find random ones that I've had forever. All right, so let's get those markers. Then we're going to color this in, and then we're going to come back with the Distress Oxides inspired by Amy, whom I have been lucky to know forever. She is awesome. She was in my Behind the Card series many, many years ago. If you want to watch that, I do have the playlist associated to my main ArtistryinCards website. So please go and check that out. I would love to have you take a look at the interview I did with her. And it's so amazing even to go back and look at how much change she's had too. At the point when I did the interview with her, she was just starting out. Well, she wasn't just starting out, but she had been in there for a while, but she was really kind of ramping up all of her Distress Oxides and everything like that. So very different than, you know, what you see now, which is so cool. I love seeing growth in my friends and my family. It's exciting to see, you know, what she's learned. So I'm thinking I should do Behind the Card again and just interview all the same people just to see where they are, because it's coming up on almost 5 years. It's about 4 right now. So I think it'd be really fun to get back on the chat with some of these folks and just see, you know, what are they up to now? How is life? How are things different? Are things better? How's your crafting world? You know, that would be a lot of fun. But I do follow all of the people that, or I'm friends with on Facebook, all the people that have been on the show. And I love seeing, you know, their update. You know, they're good, they're bad. I mean, we've all gone through it in the last 4 years. Life is very different for many of us. And it always makes me smile to kind of go back in time to those interviews and just sort of see where all these amazing people were at the time. It always makes me so happy to have those, you know. I think it's also a part of why I love being on YouTube. It's so fun to, you know, get that time with you guys. And I've got live shows coming, so I hope we've had quite a few people sign up, and I am just going kind of through that list. So if you want to join us on some of my live shows, please, you know, sign up to do that. There's a link down in my description where you can sign up to be part of those shows as well. But it's so fun because there are friends that I've lost that are in this amazing card world, and it's wonderful to have, you know, these videos to go back to. So it's so funny, this one with the little double stamp there. It actually it looks all shadowy. I kind of love that. All right, let's just get some shadows in there. So hopefully everyone is doing well this year. So much going on. Ready for some spring. I can't believe we're just about 2 weeks, I believe, away from daylight savings. Basically, we are going to push our clocks forward. I'm kind of hoping we pass something where we don't have to keep doing that. Although the worst of it's over now. When I had little kids, it was the worst. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see. What? Super cute. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know, again, my name is Jessica Lynn, and I am the owner and artist for, let me see if there we go, for JessicaLynnOriginal.com. It is a rubber stamp company that is getting ready to celebrate 20 years. Can you believe that? 20 years. It's crazy. And yeah, I still can't believe it. But 20 years ago, I started this amazing little company with little art. I used to make all the photopolymer stamps with a little machine where we'd make an 8x10 sheet. Then I had to manually cut them all out, old school. And it was a blast then, and it is even more of a blast now. I absolutely love, I'm going to do all of these in the brown shades, and then we're going to do different highs and lows on them. But I can't believe 20 years ago, I was challenged by a boss to go ahead and try. What's the worst that happens, Jess? You're really successful, right? Oh, I realized I forgot this one. What am I going to put there? I'm not sure. Did I just draw a plant, maybe? What kind of plant would I draw in there? Maybe we just draw like a little can. We just put some leaves or something. Yeah, that'll look all right. I'll just draw some leaves in there. And we'll just draw a little shadow on the cans. And then a little line. Yeah, that'll look good when we fake it. Well, we're faking it till we make it, right? But 20 years ago, started with, pen, ink, and these are the inks that I draw with. I should probably get a sponsorship by Pilot, especially for the 10s. They are my absolute favorite. They are wonderful to draw. I use them exclusively for all the art that I draw. So there you go. Not sponsored, but it should be. But yeah, no, this April, 20 years ago, which is crazy to me. Honestly, crazy. I don't know how. Time flies when you're having fun. But no, it's been a great little company. I've had high highs, low lows. I think that comes with owning a business. And during that time I had kids, so they took over time. Continued to grow my little family. Life changed. I lost my mother during this time. So again, there's just so much that has happened, over this time that life keeps on moving. They tell you, don't blink because it goes too fast. And obviously it really just does. So, we had a pandemic in the middle of all this. We've had, my stamps have been featured in the Oscar grab bags. My stamps have been, we've been in the movie Joy. So if you've ever seen that movie, Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper. I actually have a stamp that is sitting on Robert De Niro's desk, and he actually stamps an invoice with it. That was my Hollywood moment there. It was pretty darn cool because the whole premise of that movie is about the lady who invented the Wonder Mop. And so the prop people from the movie decided it would be really cool to try and reach out to as many small businesses as possible to have them produce products for the movie. So I wasn't the only small business that had stuff in the movie, but that was the only part I did. But I think it was awesome because, it got to be featured. The coolest part is when they paid me, they said, well, how do you want to get paid for your stamps? And they actually ordered a couple of them, so they had backup, and they had extra that were on his desk. But the cool part was they said, well, how do you want me to pay you? And I said, well, of course, with a check from the movie company, please. And so I actually have a check from the movie company, which is so cool. Best part is that I could do an electronic deposit. So I actually still have the check, which is up on my wall. So it's the weird stuff like that that I love so much. We've been lucky enough to be featured in magazines, geocaching magazines, card making magazines, although unfortunately many of those have gone by the wayside, which makes me sad. I've been very lucky there. So go visit my website. I draw all the stamps you see. We have a ton of digitals. They've been what I've been able to do right now. I will be getting back to new stamp sets very soon. I had to take some time off from that, only because of the amount of time that it took. And with 2 kids, it was just a lot to try and do all at once. But my kids are getting bigger. Life is getting to what I would say is more of a normalish, we'll call it that. So new stamp sets are going to be coming really soon. And I've got a couple of people I've been working with their companies to get my stamps in their stores. So I can't wait to do that too. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And again, you can just go to ArtistryinCards.com, which will take you right here to our YouTube channel. And I've said it a couple times because people have asked, what is the difference between Jessica Lynn Original and Artistry in Cards? Well, Jessica Lynn Original is the rubber stamp company that I own personally. Artistry in Cards is so that I can use other people's stamps too and just craft and make cards. Will I use mine on here? Yeah, but I can use any of them. So what I wanted to do is make sure that it wasn't bound by just my company's designs. Like I wanted to use everybody's. Like I am so constantly inspired by the work that other artisans, create as well. So I love being able to share that with you guys. And so I didn't want to limit myself. And here I am with all kinds of fun. This is one of my favorite. I got this from, I didn't get it from Amy, but I got from a company, Colorful Designs. You can see it on there. And what I do love is they put the name of it on there. So you can kind of see it's called Brick Wall, right? So, and it is from Colorful, designs.com. So they do put it down at the bottom there so you can see it. All right, let me grab some tape here so my stuff isn't going to move around. I just use small masking tape. It just holds it all in place. I think we're going to red brick this up kind of like a house. So I've kind of got an idea for it. So fingers crossed. Now I just have to find that. While I'm finding my ink, I'll just tell you, if you've seen this before, this is brand new into my store, jessicalynoriginal.com. I went ahead and designed a full series of backs, like card stamps for the back of your cards. So if you're interested, please go take a look. I would love to work with you. And the best part is it's self-inking. So you don't have to worry about, writing it with your pen or just whatever. And it'll be consistent then too for you. I think those are what I need. Let me put all these guys away. And again, I always say it, Amy, it's because of you that I learned to use these. She told me try them. And I said, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get them to look the way that you do. And oh my gosh, it just takes some practice. But definitely it is. I love what the Distress Oxides do. And I know you're going to say, Jess, they're not new. And I'm going to say, I know. But I was afraid to use them. And now I'm not. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm going to start getting some color on this thing. And one of the things I love to do is to add, color it all up, especially with these postage stamps. My mom actually used to work for the post office back in the day. And I always love seeing postage stamps. It just kind of makes me think of her. Not that she designed them, not that she whatever, but they just were, her and I would always be like, oh, look at the new ones coming out. And every once in a while she collected some, like if they were Elvis or something fun like that. She had some really cool 3D dinosaur ones. Those were fun to see. All right. We're just hitting up those edges because I just like when the edge of these has some good color on it. It just looks nice. All right. I was hoping that brown would have been a little darker, but it wasn't. All right, we're going to hit it up with a little gray just to add some shadow in here. A lot of times I'll do the gray right around the items just so it has just a little bit of almost shadow depth in there. Not a ton. All right, we're going to hit this with a tiny bit of red. Just a little. Just enough to has that like Italian restaurant feel, right? Oh no, it shifted. That is not good. All right, let's get it lined back up here. Well, now we might not be able to. Let's see. All right, pretty close. And then we're just going to take a tiny bit of black. And I mean like the tiniest bit. Just enough. Because sometimes I feel like it looks too clean. And I have plants. They're not that clean. I like just a little depth on there. I think it just adds something. All right, I think we're good. Let's not Project Runway that, right? Like, when you need to stop, you need to stop. And I think that was a stop on that one. All right, let's peel this off. I want to make sure these don't fall. This is my favorite stencil. It is. So what you're noticing here, these are my favorites. This stencil is my favorite. Like, I use this thing. I mean, literally, I've gotten my money's worth on it. And then this WaffleFlower, I have definitely gotten my money's worth on that. Oh, okay, that's cool. Isn't that cool? Okay, that looks really great. Like, even better than I thought it would. So, yay, every once in a while, surprise myself, right? All right, let's go get some cardstock. Boom. And then I'm going to do what I always do. We grab that background. And I just realized I was muted, so hopefully I wasn't muted that whole time. With my luck, I probably was. I'll have to listen to this back. All right. So I'm going to hope that I wasn't muted all that time, but if I was, I'll just have to voice over, and then you'll never hear all this original audio. All right. Let's go ahead and, oh, that's gorgeous. All right. I'm going to stamp my name on the back here. Boom. See how cool that is? And then, see? Now I'll have to get a new one for 2026, but hey, surprise. I make them, so that'll be easy for me. All right. Well, I hope that you were inspired. I hope this got you thinking, hey, let's make some different kind of cards, because you know what? You don't have to just make these look, I mean, maybe this was a plant special series of stamps. Super cute. Love the background. I love the mix with the orange and the red. That just, it pops just a little bit more. So there it is. All right. Well, I do want to take a moment and say thank you so much for watching. Be sure to go visit my website, jessicalynoriginal.com. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you come back. And again, the website here is just Artistry and Cards, and it'll take you right to this YouTube channel. Or if you're already watching this video, just down at the bottom, hit subscribe. I am working toward a certain number of hours. Once I hit that, I'll be able to offer a subscription on here, which I'm so excited about. And I will be able to do some really fun giveaways. So please share this with your friends, share it on social media, stream it in the background while you're card making. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Take care, everybody.